Hello and welcome to the Hugh Patrick channel. I hope you're all well and having a fantastic week. Now this is the race A in the Willys Jeep. Now, this is actually a custom race that I've done, so you can have it there in the background, but it's in the Willys Jeep away from World War II. A fantastic and iconic car that is this week's specified car for race A, and it's at Willow Springs. It's at the International Raceway, the streets of Willow Springs Reverse. And it is so much fun, you really need to give it a go. So what I thought I would do is show you my best lap replay, and give you some tips as to how to get a reasonable time. For once I've actually done quite a good time here, so if you're a beginner or you're wanting to try and improve your times, and perhaps the time trial that I'll show you in a minute will give you some help. So let's go to that and see exactly what happened. Right, this is my qualifying time trial run. Now I got a low 42.2, but let's see how it's done. You've got to cut that corner quite a bit at the start, and then straighten it up as much as possible. We'll go inside to give you a better idea. Cut that corner there a little bit, and then open it out wide, and then the shortest line up the hill. There we go, 22.8 for the first go, and then up the hill. This wonderful long hill, and then it's almost like it was a bank corner. If you just basically stay right out up here on the right hand side, and you get most of the way around, and just as you're coming around that last little bit, back off the throttle slightly, take a little bit of sand, and look at that, right the way out, and then you can accelerate hard, keeping a nice tight line on that, almost on that white line, and then cutting across over to the left, nice and smooth, trying to straighten it out a wee bit. Don't back off too much, otherwise your car will go very wide. And then accelerate out nice, using all the bit of road you can. This is a crucial corner, slowing down a wee bit earlier and then putting the momentum, keeping it up and accelerating out up the hill to try and keep as much speed as you can. Within a 119 for the second sector. Now this is where you change down to second gear. The car will go a bit light, the back end will come round, and then you can accelerate hard, and then into third gear just gives you that little bit more power. And it's surprising how much extra time you'll gain by doing so. So then you come down the hill here, onto the straight, keeping it as close as you can to the white line. And there you go, a 1:42.26 time, which was actually quicker than Tinchney. Right, let's have a little look. So slowing down just before the 20-metre board, keeping it in third, holding about 40 miles an hour, cutting a bit on the left, cutting a bit on the right. And then heading up here, and then cutting a little bit on the left, going over the cone, cutting it over to the right there, and then going a little bit out there, but not too much. And then a nice straight line all the way up. So you want to try and take the shortest line you can. And then straight up the hill on this funny Jeep. There you go, look at that, as you come up the hill, and then round the banked corner, sticking on the outside. Look at that, coming around, and a little bit of backing off the throttle a wee bit, cutting that corner or cutting a bit of the sand, and then outright. Make sure you don't go too far, otherwise you'll go straight onto the sand, and that'll be you beached away. It might be a four-wheel drive, but it will slow you down. And then straightening these corners as much as you can. Don't back up or back off too much there, because it'll send the back end round. And you just can keep it there, and then accelerating out, and then back off a little bit early, so you can keep as much speed as you can. It was actually Gamer Podium 13, you could do a fantastic line round there. He's in a 141 dead, I think, which is pretty good. But here we come, changing down into second gear, and then up into third as you accelerate down the hill to complete the lap. And that's how you do a good lap at Willow Springs Thief Mile Reverse. So many names. But there you go. Right, this is the race I'd like you to watch. I started off in second place, but I'm going to actually go back down the field to let you see the kind of fun you can have in the race A in the Willys Jeep. So let's go for it and see what happens. Now there's a false start check, so you have to be careful, otherwise you'll get a penalty. And off they go. you can see from the front bonnet. There you are. And we've got somebody who's managed to take the roof off already, up into third place. And they're racing round. The left-hander, then the right. Oh, there's all sorts of banging and bumping. Rammers here, look at that, 3 abreast. They're trying their best. They go up the hill, pushing them aside one by the other. And then now they go up onto the straight. This is what Gran Turismo is all about. Lots of fun. And a kind of jump in and drive situation. But I think this week's Race A is a must, an absolute must. Let's go further up and see what's happening up here. We're on David's 73 and we've got Schumi in front. I'm sure that's one of the Schumacher family. And you see, look what happens if you go off. You're going to lose a huge amount of time. And there you are. There's the top 3 in front. He's done well to get that name on PlayStation. There we go. He's keeping a tight line around there. Very tight line. He's trying to stay in touch. And then as they come down to complete lap 1, let's see what's happening. Oh, we've got a Jurassic Park Jeep there who's gone a bit wide. Having lots of craziness going on. Oh yes, look at that. They're all flying all over the place to complete lap 1, and that one chap, Maiden 666, said he's had enough of Santanico, the 911, and pushed him out the way. So now they're starting lap 2. Here we go. Oh, and a dive bomb like nothing else. Into the first corner they go. There's penalties. There's a half-second penalty for green blood. He must have done something wrong there. Perhaps a corner cutting or causing a shunt. He'll have to slow down. To be fair, the penalty section here this week hardly makes any difference at all. But it's a great fun race. I absolutely love this. Right, let's go up a bit further up and let's see where we are. Now, as you can see, 1, 2 and 3 weren't too far away, but number 1 goes wide, and then that allows me to go side by side, trying to go around the outside and manage it, and so does Rally Chair as well. He also manages to get into second place, and poor old Thor Milk is going down. And now Rally Chair, who is an A+ driver, is seeing his chance to take the lead. And it was all up to me now to say, could I take the pressure here at Willow Springs, the Thief Mile Reverse, the longest name in the history of racetracks, coming down the hill to complete the second lap. That's right, we're only 50% in. You've done well to keep going with this video all the way through, but there's another few minutes to go yet. And if you really like it, put in a wee like if you would, and subscribe if you have not already done so. It would be great to have you with us more often. Here we go, into the first corner. It's really tricky. You don't want to slide too much. You need to take a little bit of the left, a wee bit of the right. And then take a wee bit of curve there. Get your car set up. Oh, almost going in the cones. And then on up the hill. Now, Thor Milk, he's a little bit behind, but he's still just about staying in touch. But here we are, going up the hill. Now the great thing is, if you've got a good time when you start from the back, I think you've got a really good chance of getting a high-end position at the end. You may even get a podium, you may even, well, win it. Because if you know the tricks of the trade for this track and this car, then honestly, the difference in times are huge. I mean, even in the middle of the week when I did it on the Tuesday, there were huge differences in the times on the B lobbies. So if you're in a B lobby, it's going to be fun. But just try and keep it as clean as you can, avoiding all those lot that are going 3 abreast, and you might have a chance of getting past unscathed and coming back with a great time and a great result. I managed 2 victories this week, but was this one of them? We'll have to wait and see. Oh, and Thor Milk is really caught up there. I think it's partly because I wonder if Rally Cheer was a wee bit slow out of there. Maybe it was slow to change down, and I think Thor Milk changed down a bit earlier and crucially got that momentum. Here we come down then to start the final lap. Lap 4, braking just before the 20 metre board, and you can see, oh, Thor Milk's gone past again. He's had a lap of the gods there as he comes round there and he's flying up the hill. So he's retaken second place, and now Rally Cheer is in trouble. Can he keep up? Can he keep there? And at this point I was thinking, I'm just minding my own business, and all of a sudden Thor Milk has done this incredible lap and is catching me no end. At this point there was just a fraction in it. There you can see. There you go. There we are. Oh, he's so close, look at that. He's almost trying to get through. I'm having to be very defensive. Holding it as much as I can. There's fractions in it, look at that. Down on the left, I just got a slightly better run out. Over the cones. This crucial right hand bend. Keeping as much momentum as I can up the hill. Look at that. Is Thor Milk going to try and go around the outside? But no, he's just managed it. And I knew that when I got down that hill there was a good chance of keeping the position, but there was nothing in it. We come round there and right behind each other. He's coming in out to see if he could get past, but I just managed to keep it. So there you go, that's how much fun you can have with Race A. I think it's a fantastic race. I strongly recommend you to give it a go. It'll put a smile on your face this week on Gran Turismo 7. So take care, subscribe and like and comment as much as you like. And drive fast, but drive your bus even faster. Bye just now.